Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Leaving Sunset, aka Michael here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the new Phasmophobia Apocalypse Update trailer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch it. Sunny Meadows Mental Institution. Oh, that ominous music box. 5 small maps in one? Oh. New power switch. Custom difficulty with multiple cursed object pieces. New campsite, okay. New main menu. New sounds, UI update. That looks pretty sick. A really short trailer, but there you go. Tuesday, 27th of September, 12 p.m. BST. What the fuck is BST? Well, there you go. Okay, so this was a very short trailer. So we're just going to go ahead and look at this entire thing and analyze it. We'll be pausing in between and just giving my takes and kind of guesses of what's going to be happening when it comes to this new update. So let's go ahead and watch through it again. Okay, Sunny Meadows Mental Institution. So this is map number 1. I do believe there's 3 maps they're releasing, as we've seen on this trailer. So there's like this restricted 5-in-1 map. There's the Sunny Meadows, the entire map. And then there's the Camp Woodland, which is the new campsite. And I believe this is the one that replaces Asylum. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think this is what it is. Okay, so long hallway. We got a mental institution. There's a little chapel room. Kind of reminds me of that one horror game, the one that Insum was playing with the chapel and then the priestess and the apparitions and stuff. And then there's this like meadow slash garden, kind of like a hedge-based garden thing, which is probably gonna, dude, if you get like a Raiju or a Revenant, imagine having to escape with these like straight lines, dude. It'd be nearly impossible. Okay, so right here, my guess here is right, because it already tells us this entire thing is restricted. So my guess here is when you opt for Sunny Meadows as a whole, it's the entire map, right? And then Sunny Meadows 5-in-1. I don't get this 5 small maps in one thing. Maybe Sunny Meadows as a whole is restricted to the 5 small parts. So you could choose those 5 small parts, or unless it's like a RNG. But these little boards right here that we see, my guess is that they boarded this section of the map off. So you just have this one little small area that you could explore and kind of investigate in. That's my guess. New power switch. Nice. Not the little red box anymore, if you know what I mean. This is what I'm excited for. Custom difficulty. Changing up the settings, tweaking in it, and just making the investigation way harder and going through these challenges. I think this would make these, like, you know, challenges that you see on YouTube where like people do like nightmare and then you can't do this, or you know, you have to have open mic on, which is kind of easy because you just don't talk, right? Or you have like for example, you have to use the cursed item right away to its fullest. Like things like that. People have been doing these challenges. Like, I'm a huge fan of Insum, so seeing him do these challenges, I think the custom difficulty is going to be a great way to just pump out content for people who love playing Phasmophobia. I think this is just a nice opportunity to start doing these challenges now without having to rely on, like, for example, chat or, you know, the little spinny circle thing where we choose which set challenge we want to do. I think this is really nice. Oh, I think this is really cool. So some of the stuff we see here, right? When they go through this. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Friendly ghosts. Changing the favorite room. So you could restrict whether or not the ghost moves. I've had ghosts that would like move 5 rooms in one session, in like 1 10-12 minute session. And that's insane. And it's not a twins, for example. I saw one that said friendly ghost, which right here, yeah, the ghost will never hunt. Turning the setting on will result in 0 wards, which is interesting. I find that really nice. And right here in the bottom, we do see reward multiplier. I had 30k once in Phasmophobia, and then I ran like a day of nightmare sessions along with just trolling with some friends, and I lost all my money. Having a reward multiplier makes it so much easier to bank now, just because, dude, it's so hard to raise money in the current Phasmophobia, and it's so less rewarding too. Like, I guess the system allows you to interact with people via multiplayer online, but like when you're just playing with friends, for example, and let's say we're just doing nightmare sessions and we all die a lot, there comes a point where like, damn, dude, we can't afford anything. And it's a little hard to raise funds. If you choose the friendly ghost setting, I feel like people who want to create content, for example, like, you'll see, I watch all these like paranormal videos on YouTube, right? These paranormal investigation videos, creepypastas, Sam and Colby, stuff like that, right? For example, if you want to do something a little more cinematic and, it'll never hunt, you could just go around the house and get these like smooth shots. If you're doing these like commentary videos, getting like B-roll shots just for like, I don't know, commentary sake or lore sake, for example, people who do Phasmophobia lore. I don't know if that's the thing. This would be a great way to do like cinematic things, for example. I think that's also a great way to do content as well. Or even for people who just want to use Phasmophobia game footage cinematically, but like talking about like other paranormal stuff, for example, they just use this as like B-roll without having to buy, what's it's called? Stock free footage. I think this is really cool. Sprint recharge time, player speed percentage. I wish we could we'd be sonicking around the house. Oh, that's a nice one too. Lose items on death. So for example, if you're really broke and you just want to play with friends, for example, and just have fun and whatever, and like introduce new friends to the game. You don't want to lose all your shit from like getting hunted because your friend doesn't know how to turn off the mic, or you turn off their flashlight in the closet, right? We could keep our items here. And, we could just keep running games, practicing with friends, and introducing people who are somewhat new to the game to play this game without having to, lose all our items in the process. I think that's really nice. Oh, a stairwell? Dude, imagine having to run away from a ghost in the stairwell. Imagine how stressful that's going to be. You can't loop or anything, right? Dude, that's crazy. And then look at this one too. This little camera thing, I think, is really crazy. I think they've already been hinting to us, the devs, that there's going to be some sort of objective that we have to film the ghost. We have to capture the ghost on video. I think that's my guess. I think they've already kind of been hinting subtly to us, like, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that specifically. And if this replaces survive a ghost hunt or whatever, that one of the buggy objectives, I would like to take this. And capturing the ghost on film, I feel like is going to be the same thing as like the photo camera, except I wonder if this specifically has to be during a hunt, or if it could happen during a ghost event, just like the photo, right? We don't know. Because ghost events are RNG, right? So, campsite small variant. So you got a regular campsite, and then now you have Camp Woodland, which is kind of a reskinned campsite, but it's also a smaller thing. I think that's what they're telling us here. A new path. And then this is where they give us all the new stuff. New main menu, new lobby room, new shop. That's nice. Hopefully new prices, Because, dude, the prices were kind of high when you had to buy all this stuff. But pretty realistic, too, you know? Equipment loadouts, ghost adjustments. That's the new settings. ID cards. We've seen that in the journal entries. How we're going to have this new thing where we could actually report people, too, who, you know, have been like, for example, if you go to a lobby and they're kind of toxic or they're trolling or whatever, you can't report anybody now. You can only like mute them. I've been to a couple of toxic groups actually. It's kind of disheartening, you know, but you'll find that in every game. But they're gonna have that new system too. It could be abused, of course, but you know, we'll see what happens. Collectibles. What was that? Report system. Yeah, there it is. Fuse box. Player stats. Player stats is gonna be the one I'm gonna be most fond of, to be honest. Just because, okay, we could kind of track, you know, how many hunts we've survived, how many games we've played, what's my survival rate, sanity, average sanity during every hunt exploration. Dude, I can't imagine the stats, but this is gonna be so awesome. I'm glad that we could actually like track what is what in Phasmophobia. That's gonna be so cool. New interactables, new sounds, and then hopefully new ghost models too, and of course new ghost variant types. We've already got the Moroi, the Diogene, and the Thai, but you know, it'd be nice if we got a couple more, just because there's still some combinations that we could do now. And yeah, that's it. That's Phasmophobia Apocalypse for you. This is one of my favorite games on Steam, and I really like horror games like these. I think Phasmophobia's UI and its own layout is so extraordinary, to a point where we see now in the genre, we see a lot of ghost hunting events and paranormal games that are kind of like, you know, there are games that are older than Phasmophobia, and then there are also games that are newer than Phasmophobia, doing this whole, you know, paranormal investigation genre. But I feel like Phasmophobia just has hit the nail on its head, and it just feels right. And that's why I love playing this game. And I always play it with one of my close mates every night. So I actually really like it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. This has been a good video. This is your boy Leaving Sunset, aka Michael, signing out. I'll see you guys next time.